This is Desiree, and she is currently stranded in the island of Curaçao. As of May 29, 2024, her and her husband and many other passengers who went to the island of Curaçao are currently stranded. And supposedly they can't get any, allegedly they can't even get any, planes to get back home. They've been trying to reach out to American Airlines for over a week, and she needs help spreading awareness. Her name is Desiree. I will have her tag in the descriptions for everybody to follow up with her for more details in the future. But as of right now, if you want to watch this video, keep watching.
On Tuesday, May 21st, I came to Curaçao for my honeymoon. I got married on Saturday, May 18th. We flew with American Airlines. When we got here, we had no complaints. The island is absolutely beautiful. We stayed at the Riff at Mangrove Beach. It's a Hilton hotel. The people were friendly. The food was great. The resort was absolutely beautiful. We were scheduled to come back home on Sunday, May 26th, around 4:14 p.m. with American Airlines. When we got on the American flight, we were in the air for about 30 minutes when the pilot made an announcement that we were turning around and we were going back to Curaçao because of mechanical issues. We appreciated the safety precaution. We had absolutely no complaints. When we got to the airport, they said that they would have things fixed by 6 o'clock p.m. We'd be leaving to go home. 6 o'clock rolls around, we did not leave. They told us that we'd be leaving at 7 o'clock p.m. 7 o'clock rolls around, we did not go home. It got to the point where American was like, you're staying in Curaçao another night. We're going to provide you with hotel vouchers, taxi vouchers, food vouchers. We didn't complain. We thought that our honeymoon was getting extended another day. So we were happy about it. We were excited. However, the process to get these vouchers was completely chaotic. We were running around the Curaçao airport basically like it was the Hunger Games. It was a matter of you had to be in line first to get the nicer hotels. And if you were not in line first, you were going to be stuck with whatever it was that they gave you. We were in the middle of the pack, so we got put at the Canuku all-inclusive resort. We were excited, another all-inclusive we get to try in Curaçao, until we started Googling on the way there and found out that this is a resort powered by Wyndham. So at that point, we were a little skeptical, but we still tried to go in with an open mind. When we got to the resort and in the bedroom, we found out, one, that it didn't have central air conditioning. It had an air conditioning system in the bedroom that was supposed to cool off the entire apartment hotel room situation. We also found a roach in the hotel room. Yeah. So we ended up staying awake the entire night in one area of the room. We didn't open any suitcases. We didn't open any of our backpacks. We just left everything closed because we wanted to go home at that point. Because we had such a horrific experience at the hotel, we got up at 6:50, went to the front desk. We requested a taxi, and we were going to use our voucher that American Airlines had given to us. And this situation turned into an entire ordeal. We kept asking them for a taxi service that would allow us to use our voucher. They kept saying that in order for us to use the taxi service that would allow us to use our voucher, we had to wait a significant amount of time. We just wanted to get to the airport so that we could find another flight to get home. At that point, we were tired. We had stayed up all night. It was just time for us to go home. It got to the point where we even offered to pay cash for the taxi. We were willing to just forego the voucher. And still, nothing. They finally found us a taxi maybe an hour later. We left the resort around 7:57 a.m. We got to the airport, the Curaçao airport, around 8:10 a.m. We got to the Curaçao airport around pretty early. And when we got there, there were no American Airlines staff there to help us. We were asking all over the airport, like, hey, is there anybody who can at least talk to us so that we can get on an earlier flight? We see that you guys have flights that are leaving out to Charlotte at 2 o'clock p.m., Miami at 2 o'clock p.m. You all said that our flight was leaving on Monday, the 27th at 11 o'clock a.m. It got pushed back to 4 o'clock p.m. and then it got pushed back to 8 o'clock p.m. We just want to get on an earlier flight. Like, somebody, please help us. And they continued to tell us that they could not help us until 3 hours before our 8 o'clock p.m. flight, which was 5 o'clock p.m. So we had no hotel because hotel checkout was 11 o'clock a.m. We had already left the resort. We couldn't get through TSA security until 3 hours before our flight left when we were going to go check our bags. And so we just had to hang out in the lobby of the entrance of the airport. Almost 9 hours. We were just hanging out, running back and forth to the counter, asking people, hey, is there any way to get us on this flight? We eventually found out that there was standby room on the 2 o'clock p.m. flight to Miami and Charlotte. I called American. They confirmed that they actually put us on the standby list. When I got to the counter at the airport, they continued to tell me that I was not on the standby list. At this point, I was frustrated. I was completely frustrated. And so I asked him, I said, hey, is there any room left on this flight at all? The man tells me, yes, we have one seat left. That's fine. Is there any way to just put me or my husband on standby and then we can both get on the flight? He then goes on to tell me the flight is completely full. Okay, that's fine. Let me go and talk to somebody else about standby on a later flight, the 4 o'clock flight. Everything is booked. The airline continues to tell us everything is booked for the day. Everything is booked. You have to wait until your 8 o'clock p.m. flight. We wait until 5 o'clock p.m. We wait. It got to the point where we went to the American counter. We said, hey, we're waiting. Can you at least provide us with another food voucher? They give us $12 per person food voucher to go to Wendy's next door to the airport. There's nothing on this menu that costs $12 per person. No meal costs $12 US dollars per person. So we made it work. We paid the extra that we had to pay for our food. We went back to the airline. We waited again. 6 o'clock p.m. rolls around. We're all waiting in the line to get ready to check our bags. And they tell us our 8 o'clock p.m. flight home is canceled. When they told us that our flight was canceled again, I think everybody at the airport just lost it. I was in tears. Other people were in tears. People need to get home to their parents, their pets, their kids, jobs. And American Airlines just did not care. All they cared about was getting us another voucher to stay on the island. They couldn't provide us with any details about when we are leaving this island. None. Still to this day, it is Tuesday, the 28th, May 28th. We still have no details. When I got to the counter last night, I thought that I could get my hotel voucher for Monday night and also inquire about being put on another flight for Tuesday, which is today, the 28th. When I got to the counter, the lady instantly went off on me. I'm not checking to see if you have another flight. The only job that I have right now is for me to book you a hotel. Do you want it or not? If you don't want it, go to the back of the line. Ma'am, I just want to go home. I want to know how I can get home. Yes, I appreciate the accommodation, but please, just send me home. And because I didn't feel like arguing with the lady, I explained the situation about the night before with the bugs and the air conditioning situation, and I asked them to put us at another hotel, preferably the hotel that we had stayed at for our honeymoon, which was the Riff. They had been sending people there, and so we knew they had the capability to do so. So when I asked about this, she said, no, it's full. The Riff is full. Once I found out that people behind me were still getting sent to the Riff and she just didn't want to send us there, I was just like, I just want to go home. Please give me whatever hotel accommodation you have for me, but I want to go home. Today, like I said, is Tuesday, May 28th. I have been calling American on Twitter with them, asking them for details about when they're sending us home. The earliest they have for us is Wednesday, the 29th, or Thursday, the 30th, or we can get on another airline that we have to pay for. But at this point, I'm desperate. I just want to go home. They're not willing to put us on another airline. We have all asked about it. They keep telling us you can do it yourself or you can wait until we figure something out. We are scared. We want to go home. Please spread awareness because we are stuck. We're stuck on this island until American says we can go home.
I hope American Airlines or whoever the corporate people who run American Airlines see this video. And in the comment section, make sure y'all share y'all experiences, because I've had the similar experiences to the rudeness when it comes to American airline workers and just dealing with American Airlines in general. Gosh. But share your experience in the comment section. Don't forget to tag American Airlines because they need to see this video. For real.